Hi, Pat. Hi, Johnny. Good morning. Hi, Anne. Hi, Anita. Anita, you are here. That is for sure. You made it. Let's see. Who else? Good. Catherine, Jean. Nice to have you all. Sima, Fussy. It's nice if you check in, say a little hello. I think we just need to keep this group together, let others know that you're here as well as me. It's so nice and so helpful. I know with the good weather, we just need to keep each other encouraged and stay going as a group. So, hello, Priscos. Hello. Hi. So today, nice practice, nice moving practice, really sort of just planting the seed of this day. You know, it's almost 12 o'clock and just really allowing us to choose how we would like our day to go a little bit more. And I'm not talking about the things that a lot of things happen in a day, but I'm talking about planting that seed of how we want to react to the world, how we want to walk through the world. So we'll get going in just a few more minutes as people gather. Hi, Carl. Hi, Lorraine. Ash is here too. Oh, how cool. Great. Well, we've got all the dogs in the house because my husband didn't take them to work with him today. So we have, to count, 5 dogs wandering around. So hopefully they'll somewhat behave, keep us amused as well. I love it, Johnny. That's not my video. Where are we? I'm trying to just make sure that we are live. Perfect. Good. All right, yogis. Well, let's get going. Hello, Fred. Hello, Jillian Rose. Oh, hello, Jackson. Jackson has stolen a cart full of clothing. All right, yogis. So as we begin today, just dropping into our seat. It's a beautiful day. It's really a nice, lovely day. A great day to just maybe spend some time outside before. I think it's going to rain a little later, so try and get that in this morning. Get some of that vitamin D in. Vitamin's so important. Don't. So, the old man with these new puppies, he gets a little cranky. So if you get an occasional like, whoa, everything's fine. He's just making sure they know that he is the boss and that they need to stop jumping on him. So we'll see how that goes. So as we find our seat today, Just rock those sit bones a little bit, side to side. So get the spread of our foundation. And again, as I always say, if you're laying in a bed, if you need to be laying in a bed, you can do a lot of these poses as well and be with us as well through the breath, through the laughter, and through some of these movements. So just any movement is good movement. So as we begin, you might find you can close your eyes, or you might leave them open. With all of these dogs in here, it might be that you just like to watch them, and you know what? That's good too. Just take these shoulders, just softly roll them a little bit one direction. And then just let them kind of roll down the back of your body. So as that happens, you find the neck gets a little bit longer, the belly button lifts in a little bit, and just let yourself settle. And feel the muscles of the face. Let them begin to relax. These temples, these eyebrows, these eyelids, all those tiny little muscles around the eyes. Let them relax. And then begin to let the muscles of the cheeks relax. Let the muscles of the jaw relax. Everything's moving. Let the tongue and lips relax. Just notice how as you kind of run through all those little bits and pieces and parts, how that feels as you just let it all go. And then just notice the breath. Allow the breath to take shape, right? So allow the breath to begin to open up. Expand and release in your body. Just feel that movement, openness, softness of the breath, nothing forced. Just relax into it. Begin to feel the breath now as we take a little bit more shape with it, coming from the belly up into the ribs and then up into that heart center. Allowing that breath to fill up. And allow that breath to draw back down. Filling up the belly, up into the ribs, up into that heart center, and then heart center, ribs, down into the belly. Just find that movement, find that sweetness. Inhale. And exhale. Stay with the breath. Inhales. And the exhale. Let it begin to take shape into the back of your body as well, into those shoulder blades, into that neck. And just 2 more rounds here. Just slow, even breath, sweet breath. One more breath. Beautiful. Bring these palms together in Anjali Mudra at your heart center and sit a little taller. And again, if you're laying down, again, just lengthen your body. Bow your head to your heart, moving from that mind, from that busy mind, down into your heart and setting maybe an intention for yourself. Or just that, planting that sweet little seed in the garden, right, of your day, of your life. How we want to live today with ease, with peace, with joy, with love, whatever it is for you. And then slowly just begin to lift your head. And as you do, begin to sweep these arms up to the sky. Get this nice big reach. And we're going to take these hands, interlace them. So interlacing the fingertips, and then turn the palms up to the sky. So your arms might be really long, that's fine. Or they might be a little more bent. See if you can bring them down if they're bent, and just reach them a little bit more out in front. So just getting some length into the arms. Up to you, really, just nothing forced. Let the shoulders relax down, away from the ears, and then ever so slowly, just tuck that chin in, but lift the belly in as well. Breathe into the back of the neck for 2. And 1. Stay for the 1. Arms are working right off the bat a little bit. Beautiful. Lift the head back up, releasing these hands, and then turn the palms out, brush the arms down alongside you as they arrive. Just sit a little taller here. And we're going to begin to circle one shoulder and then the other shoulder. Yeah, so just take your time. Yeah, one direction, but just circling. Beautiful, love it. And then switch directions, heading the other way. Nice. Opening up those shoulder sockets, getting all that fluid moving. Beautiful. Arms both come down on one side. Sweep the arms back up to the sky. And we're going to interlace the hands again, but try switching, bringing the opposite pointer finger on top. Turn the palms again up to the sky. It'll feel different on this side. It'll feel a little more odd, right? So just move into that oddness and stay with it. And again, remember, you don't have to force the arms over your head. Manage your shoulders. They can always be a little bit more down. So whatever it is for you. And then again, just let this chin dip down. Breathe into the back of the neck. For me, I'm just a little bit of rocking. Just, it feels good. So if that feels good to you, then do that. One more breath here. Beautiful. Lift the head again. Unravel those fingertips. And we're going to take and cross that right hand to the left knee. And that left hand's going to come into our waist. And we're going to grow long here. Drawing the belly button in. And then beginning to twist at that belly, at the ribs, at the chest, and then the shoulders. Gaze back over that left shoulder. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Remembering to breathe. Maybe smiling at this day. One more breath. Beautiful. Now from here, slowly lift the belly button in and up. Take these arms, reach them back up to the sky. And we're going to come to the other side. So that left hand to the outside of that right knee. That right hand just drapes down, finding your waist. Grow long on an inhale. And begin to twist belly, ribs, heart center on that exhale. Beautiful. Breathing in. And breathing out. Relax the shoulders. Gaze can be over that right shoulder. One more breath here. Perfect. Slow and controlled. We're going to reach back up. Nice and long. Stretch through the side body. Turn the palms out again and brush the side walls. Opening up the heart a little bit. So as you do, just feel space come into the shoulders, the collarbones, hands come down. And we're just going to begin to circle those wrists. So if you can, do both together or one at a time. Whatever feels right. Really nice. Feels good, especially after those hand stretches. And then switch direction on those wrist circles. Really good. Beautiful. Let these arms dangle down again. And then from here, we're going to sweep the arms back up to the sky. Nice and slow today, really connected. And at the top, once again, we're going to interlace those hands. I know you're like, not again. Turn the palms up to the sky. And then slowly this time, we're going to bring the arms down in front about chest height. Take a nice breath here, and as you do, push through the hands, lengthening the arms, not with force. Draw the belly in, and then slowly just let that chin tuck down and breathe into the back of the neck. 3 breaths there. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. Now from here, just lift that chin up. Take these arms slowly back up to the sky. Release the hands and brush the walls down, letting the arms dangle down at the base. It should feel good. Shake them out a little bit. Nice. Hello. And then from here, we're going to take these arms, we're going to reach them back up to the sky, nice and slow. Good. This time, we're going to hook the thumbs. Thank goodness, right? Reach through the side body, get those sit bones, drawing down, planting the feet on the earth, or just extending the body if you're laying down. Take a breath, inhale, and then exhale over to the right. That nice side stretch. Relax the knees, relax the shoulders, the other joint. Good. 1 more breath here. Feels good. And then come back up, switching the hook of the thumbs. It should feel odd to do that. We want to move into sometimes uncomfortable, moving away from the same over and over tendency. And then reach over to the left. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. And again. Nice. Hello. Coming back up here, releasing those hook on the thumbs. This time bring the palms together and arms down to your heart, palms down to your heart center, into that Anjali Mudra. Giving these arms a nice little break. You can feel that. Let the head bow down to the heart again. And again, that beautiful day ahead of us, that intention, that practice of sort of setting an intention or planting a seed for the goodness that we have. How we want to envision ourselves walking through our day. Beautiful. Love it. 1 more breath. We're going to take another inhale. Sweep the arms up. Lots of arm work. Lots of stretches. We're going to hook the thumbs again. So pick away and go for it. Take that nice inhale, grow long, and exhale over to the right. Breathing in and breathing out. Good, and again. Perfect. Now we're going to move here. We're going to just reach a little bit up, releasing the thumbs, taking that left hand to the outside of the right knee and right hand comes behind. Take a breath on an inhale, grow long. And on that exhale, taking that twist. Inhale, grow long. And exhale, belly, ribs, shoulders as we twist. 1 more. Feels good, opening up that heart. And then slow and controlled, sweeping the arms back up to the sky. You've got it. We're going to hook, but the opposite hook again. Get that length into the side body. Capture your next inhale as you grow long. And exhale over to the left. Breathing in. Breathing out. 1 more. And out. Beautiful. Just lift a little bit. Belly button draws in. Releasing the hook. We're going to take that right hand to the left knee. Left hand comes behind. Take a nice inhale. Grow long. Hello. And exhale, taking that twist. Good. Stay with it for 2 more breaths. Open up that heart. 1 more breath. And ever so slowly, as you unravel, taking these arms back up to the sky, and then palms together, hands draw back to your heart center. And bowing in. From here, we're going to take these hands, place them onto your knees, and let the feet come a little bit wider. So as you do, just a little bit wider, planting the hands. We're going to move into this cow pose, letting the chest roll forward, chin lifts slightly, tail really reaches behind us, and then slowly rounding back. Spine reaches into the back of the chair, and the chin tucks in, tail tucks. Inhale, we're going to come forward again, lifting the chest. And then exhale, rolling back, getting into that cat pose. Few more rounds. Inhale, lift your heart, open up that chest. Tail reaches back. And exhale, rounding back, getting a nice stretch into the back of the body. Two more. Inhale, lift your chest, open it up. Feels good. And exhale. I felt really stiff this morning. Rounding back. Good. One more, just like that. Inhale. And then exhale. Perfect. Coming back. Nice long spine, shoulders over the hips. And we're going to, again, keep the feet a little bit wider. Slide, if you can, the forearms down to the tops of the knees or thighs, or keep the hands there. And just come into a little bit of that half lift. So I'm going to do the version with the forearms. And again, these feet, just bring them a little bit wider and just rock yourself a little side to side, loosening up the lower back. You might even let that head rock a little bit, just staying connected to the neck, not forceful. One more breath here. Perfect. And then from here, again, hands or forearms onto the knees. So we're just going to tuck the chin slightly, push out of the hands or the forearms, and just kind of round into the shoulder blades a little bit. Same thing, just nod that chin slightly. Or lift it a little bit, but slow, really connecting to your neck, your body. None of this is forced. It's all a matter of how it feels to you. And then release. We're going to find that nice long spine again. And then round again. Good. Two more like that. Long spine. Belly button draws in to support the movement. And then round again. One more like that. Growing long. And then rounding. Beautiful. Grow long here. And then place the hands, if the forearms are down, place the hands onto the knees and slowly lift up. And at the top of that, sweep the arms up to the sky. Get that nice big reach. And palms come down to the heart center. Sweep the arms back up. Get that nice big reach. Palms are going to come down through the heart center. This time, keep them moving. Bring the hands down to the knees. Take a nice inhale, move into that cow. And then exhale, round into that cat. From here, come back, nice long spine. And you can stay with the hands or slide the forearms down for a little more depth, up to you. Take a breath, grow long. And then belly draws in, just kind of push out of those forearms and round into those shoulder blades. Option here, growing along with the spine, you can stay here or slide the hands down to the earth or props if you have them. So hands can come a little bit lower between the legs. You can also bring the hands down to the ankles. Really find what's right for you. It's deeper, so you might keep those hands or forearms up on the knees. And just let that head go. Breathing into your body today, just really easeful. Opening up that back, the hips, the shoulders, the neck. Good. One more breath here. Lift the belly button in and up. Get a little length in the spine wherever you are. If the hands are down onto the earth, bring them to the knees. And begin to lift yourself up. Really nice. From here, again, sweep the arms up to the sky. Get that nice length into the body. Good. We're going to take these hands this time. Hi, Jessie. We're going to bring them out in front of us. Hi. And we're going to bring them down onto the knees. And we're going to slide to that long spine. Elbows are bent. We're going to take a nice inhale, grow long. Stay for the exhale. Good. Now, from here, hands can stay down, or let's start bringing the right arm out in front. Pausing there, just letting the muscles of the waist really kind of let them engage, get some length, sit bones reaching back. Take a breath, inhale, and bring that hand down. Good. Coming to the other side, keep lifting the belly to support the back. Left arm reaches out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath. Beautiful. Bring that left hand down, and then very slowly push out of the hands, shoulders stack up over the hips. So we're going to add on to that motion. From here, take another inhale. Grow nice and long. Good. Brush the hands out in front as you exhale. Fingertips come down onto the knees. We're going to slide forward. Good. Find that belly lifting in and up. And then from here, we're going to take, this time you can either take both arms, it's a lot, so you might be not doing that, or take one arm, stay with the breath. So if it's both arms, keep lifting the belly button in and up, breathing in, breathing out. If it's one arm, stay with it a little longer. Beautiful. For all of us, take a nice inhale. Bring the hand or hands down to the knees as you exhale. And then just push out, coming back, shoulders nice and long. Good. Take a pause. One more round. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Beautiful. Brush the hands out in front. As you do, bring the hands down to the knees. Shift forward here. Lift the belly button, that pelvic floor in and up. And then same thing, it might be one arm, this time it would be your left. Stay with it as you breathe. It might be both arms, lots of core. I don't want any back injuries or pain in your back. So again, if there is any of that, bring one or both hands down till that goes away and find what's right for you. Good, one more breath here. Take a nice inhale. And hands come down. And sit back up, really nice. Good. Pause there, just check in with that back. Breathing in and breathing out, so important. And then really slowly, we're going to take some cat-cow. So we just really engage those muscles at the back and the core. I want us to slowly move into that cow. Doesn't need to be big. And then very slowly, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, round into the spine. Beautiful. Two more like that. That inhale, lifting the heart, tail reaches behind. And exhale, rounding into the back of that body. Nice stretch. Good. One more like that. Lifting the chest, tail reaches behind. And exhale as you round. Perfect. From here, we're going to bring those feet, heel toe the feet just a little bit wider, sitting nice and tall here. So knees turn out, toes turn out. We're going to bring this right hand to the inside of this right thigh. And I really want you to kind of push and open it up a little bit. So as you do, just feel nice energy coming to the inside of that right thigh. And then just slowly turn the torso over that left leg, or a little twist to the left. Take your breath there. Two more breaths. One more breath. And then slowly, as you release, coming to the other side, so that left hand to the inside of that left thigh. Take a nice breath, grow long. And then a little bit of a twist back. as you twist over that right leg. Yeah, feel that nice energy to the inside of the thigh. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. As you softly release, come back through to center. We're going to place both hands onto these knees. I'm just going to do this from the side, see if that helps you visualize it. We're going to then keep the knees wide, toes turning the same direction as the knees. And we're going to take and just kind of dip over that right knee. And then tuck the chin, draw the belly in, and roll yourself up. Good. And then turn your torso over that left knee. Reach over it. Get that nice length. Tuck the chin, lift the belly, and roll up. Good. And then head in the other direction. Nice fluid, soft movement. Letting the chin dip, tail tuck, belly draws in and up. Good. And again, as we take this over to the right, tuck the chin, rolling up, going whichever direction feels right to you. And one more time, each side, letting yourself dip, belly button draws in, and then we roll ourselves up. Good. One more time, opposite direction. And letting the head go, chin dips, and roll ourselves up. Really nice. Good. Now staying with this goddess, we did a little bit of this on Monday. We're going to take and lift the right heel off the earth. So as you do, just notice that heel lifting, a little bit of energy into the calf, and a little lifting of that quad muscle in and up. Stay tall, and then let that heel come down. And we're going to come to the other side, lifting that left heel up, nice and tall. Feel like some nice energy, and then heel comes down. Coming back to the other side, lifting that right heel up, staying tall in that heart, and heel comes down. Good. Other side. Beautiful, and down. So here we go. Inhale, right, lifting the heel. Exhale to lower. Inhale, left, lifting the heel. Exhale to lower. Right lifts. Exhale, lowers it. Left lifts. And exhale. Good. One more each side. Lifting the right. And lower. Lifting the left. And lower. Good. Both heels are on the earth. Staying with this, we're going to lift both heels. So rolling up both heels. And as you do, just shift a little bit. Don't feel like you can't move your feet to find what's right. Really feel the sit bones dropping down into the floor and your core lifting you up. Stay with this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and with that one, bring the heels down. Heel, toe, the feet back underneath you. Should feel nice to get out of that position, that openness of the thighs. And we're going to take this right heel, we're just going to lift it up, and we're going to make some circles of that ankle. So just kind of massaging the ball of the foot as you circle that heel, and you can see my knee is moving as well. Just kind of letting that knee follow that ankle. Good. And then switch directions, other way. Yeah. Good. Perfect. Bring that heel down, coming to the other side. Then begin to lift that heel and circle that ankle. Good. Perfect. One more time, and then switch direction. Good. Nice. And then bring that heel down onto the earth. So we're going to take and turn to one side. And I want you to see if you can have that one of your sit bones off the chair, so the one closest, on the chair, I want it to stay there and let that hand kind of hold onto the chair. And then just take your leg a little bit behind you. Yeah, so that knee, if you can, underneath the hips, and you can see my toes are curled here. You can also release, but just find what's right for you. And if that feels like a lot, you can always modify. Just have the leg a little bit out to the side. Don't want you overdoing the hip or stressing the knee. Take and lift your heart here. Breathing. And if it feels right, take that arm up to the sky, that outer arm up. Take a breath. And then take this arm, cross it over to the outside of that bent knee, right? That knee. This is my left knee. Drawing in and take a little twist there. So you should feel some nice energy through the whole right side of the body, but also into that twist as you open up. Good, one more breath there. And then slowly, as you release out of this, taking this foot, sliding it back down onto the earth, and then heading the other direction. So letting that sit bone kind of shift off the chair a little bit, taking this outer leg back. And again, find what's right for you. We do not want to strain. If you have hip replacement or something going on in the hip, really modify it. So just find a nice balance for you. Toes can be curled under or released. Sitting nice and tall here. We're going to take this outer arm up to the sky. Take a breath. And then cross it to the outer edge of that knee. Drawing in on an inhale. And then exhale, take a little twist here. Breathing in. Breathing out. And again. Breathing out. Beautiful. And ever so slowly coming back out of that twist. And then slowly sliding forward again. Good. Both feet on the earth. And just take a little rock of these knees, a little windshield wiper of these knees. Perfect. Good. Plant the feet again. Good. So coming back into this nice seated position, or again, laying down. We just want some length into our bodies. Perfect. We're going to take these feet one more time, and we're going to just heel toe them back into that goddess leg. Feel the sit bones dropping down. We're going to take both hands to the inside of these knees. Sit nice and tall here and open up that heart. Planting the feet. Feel as you push gently into the inner thigh, inner knee, that there's a nice little stretch here, but also the muscles of your glutes, core, outer thigh, inner thigh as well are working a little bit. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take and bring this left forearm or hand down onto the knee, and we're going to sweep this right arm up and over. So again, it could be that forearm, depending if that feels okay, into the hip or low. Or it could be that hand. Nice little stretch there. Hi. Hi, little goddess. Take your breath. One more breath here. Beautiful. Now, really important to draw the belly button in as you take this top arm, bring it back down, and slide back up. Nice neutral spine. And then from here, we're going to come to the other side. So again, it's the hand or the forearm down. And that opposite arm sweeps up to the sky and then reaches over into that nice side stretch. Breathing in. And breathing out. Should feel good as you relax into it. Just 2 more breaths. And breathing out. 1 more breath. Lift the belly button in and up, and then slide both hands back down to the knees. From here, we're going to take these arms, so stay with these legs, reach them out to a T, And then from here, we're going to take these hands, we're going to interlace them, but we're going to keep the pointer fingers and thumb out. Good. And then from here, we're going to reach these fingertips forward, right? Tuck the chin slightly, draw the belly in, and sit back a little bit. Good. Take your breath. Breathe into the back of the body. Use the core. One more breath. Now really lift the belly button in and up to support this movement. As you go into a long spine, let the arms reach up a little bit. And then let them reach back out in front as you draw the belly button in and up. Tuck the tail, gently tuck the chin. Good. Two more like that. Belly button draws in and up. Reach up to the sky with the arms. And then belly draws in as you round back behind you with the spine, and fingers reach out. Beautiful. Coming back up. This time, as you release the hands, bring them out to a T, and then let the arms straight down. Give those shoulders a little shake. Woo! And then from here, heel, toe, the feet back together. So, we're going to come up to standing. After all of that movement, we're going to do a little bit of the standing poses. Again, I encourage, if you're in the chair and you want to stay in the chair, remember you can do poses like, I think we're doing Warrior 2. You can do a Warrior 1. You can do all of these from the chair. Same thing in your bed, just moving the legs and getting length. So whatever it is for you. So coming up to standing, stepping behind your chair, making sure that chair is solid, please. So important to me that you are solid in your chair and it's not going to slip out from underneath you. So from here, we're going to take and step this right foot back. But this time, we're going to bring that right heel down onto the earth, and the toes are going to be open to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So there's a nice stance. The toes, they're not turned in, but they're also not turned behind us, right? So they're 90 degrees or so. That front knee is over that ankle. And we're going to take this back arm and bring it to a nice T. You can always have it down on your hip, so remember that. Always modifying. I'm going to do it with my arm long. And then from here, this front arm on the chair, it can stay. We're going to just reach over and come into a side stretch. So as that top arm reaches over, if you like, you can bring that hand down onto the knee. You can bring it down onto the chair if you want to go deeper. You can even bring it down onto that forearm, but that's really big. So I'm going to just stay here with this one, encouraging you for self-care. One more breath here. Nice stretch, lots of core, building strength into the legs. Slowly coming back up, back to that Warrior 2. Good. Take a breath. Beautiful. We're going to take this front leg and we're going to extend it long. And we're going to take this back arm, bring it to the hip. So as we reach energy through that front leg, we're keeping the torso open. And we're going to just bend and come into triangle pose. Try and slightly tuck that tail under and lift the pubic bone. Same thing here. If you want to go further, that top arm can lift. If you still want to go further, that bottom hand can find the chair or maybe your leg. I am going to stay here and breathe there. One more breath. Big pose. Perfect. Bend that front knee, lift the belly, come back up, and we're back into that Warrior 2. From here, take that front leg, extend it long again. We're going to turn the toes so now they're parallel to one another. And then finding that nice stance. Now we're going to turn them out, back where we were before. Remember when we were seated? And we're just going to bend these knees slightly. So again, it doesn't need to be a lot. For some of you, it may be a little bit deeper, but really protecting your knees. Try not to have them roll in and not overdoing these hips. So I'm going to do a nice sort of modified version here. Go ahead, take your breath. Good, that's it. This is the pose. We're holding it. Sorry, I should have said. Yep, we're just hanging out. How are you today? What'd you have for breakfast? Good. One more breath. Oh yeah, I feel the warmth. Beautiful. Exhale, push out of these legs. Now, I'm just going to take my chair and bring it to the other side. Good. And then from here, just find your way back, stepping slowly back to stand behind the chair. Good. Give these hips a little stretch, a little rock. Really nice. Good. Standing tall. Now we're going to switch. Take that left leg back, and that left heel is down onto the earth, remember? So this warrior two on this side. The toes are facing out, so there's like a nice 90-degree angle there. That front knee is bending over the ankle. Yeah, good. Slight tuck of the tail, lift of the pubic bone, back arm. Again, it can be long or at the hip, doesn't matter. Don't want you to worry about that stuff. I'm going to take it long, feel the heart opening, and that front hand on the chair. And here we're going to move. We're going to come into that side stretch. So for me, I'm going to take that arm over, reaching nice and long, hand on the chair. And again, remember, you can keep it on the hip. You can also take this bottom arm, bring it down to the chair, or hand onto the knee. Or if you're feeling really flexy, bring that forearm down. I'm going to stay right here. It feels best on this particular side. Each side is different. Get that stretch with that exhale. Good. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back up. Warrior two. Again, you might play with both arms or keep that front arm down. Nice. Now, from here, we're going to take this front leg. Going to feel nice to release. Extend it long. And before you do anything else, I really want you to lift those inner thighs, get some length into the waist, crown of head to the sky. Let this backhand either stay as it is, nice and long, or bring it to your hip. Lengthen through the waist and begin to bend that front elbow as we come into triangle pose. Tuck the tail slightly so you're not rounded into the back, sending that chest forward. Good, breathing there. You can always take this top arm, reach it long. You can always take this bottom arm to the little lower down to the chair seat, or if you're feeling it, you can always bring it down to the arms. I'm going to stay hand here and here. Good. 2 more breaths. Keep the heart open, shoulders stacked, and again, a little tuck of that tail. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Lots of standing work today. Bending that front knee as you come back up. Really nice. And we're going to take this front leg and we're going to turn the toes in. So now we're moving back towards that goddess. I just have you turn them both in at first just to find that stance. And now turn them out slightly. Yeah. Knees are tracking the toes. And then from here, just bend the knees. So it doesn't need to be a lot. If it is a little bit more for you, just make sure you're tucking that tail, lifting the pubic bone, and you're trying to keep the knees over the ankles. That'll sort of be the stretch part of this pose. Good. Now, this time, again, you can keep one hand down, one at the waist, or you might take the arms to that T and then up to the sky, just taking it a little bit deeper. And if you like, just practice these arms, opening up that heart for 2, and 1. Beautiful. Push out of the earth. Legs go long. If you like, arms go long as well. And then hands come down. Beautiful. Now, heel, toe, the feet back together. Really nice. And just pause there. Shake it out a little bit. Should feel good. Really good. So coming to the back of our chair, I'm just pausing here for a moment. So we did those heel lifts, and this is going to be our final standing work. We're going to roll up onto, starting, I'm just going to turn towards you. We're going to roll up onto the ball of that right foot, lifting the heel and bending that knee. Nice little stretch into the foot as well. And then bring that heel down, and we're going to roll up onto the ball of that left foot, lifting that left heel. Good. Lower it down, right. Stay with it, just kind of massaging that foot. And then bring that heel down, and coming into that left. Okay. And then bring that heel down. So from here, you can stay with that motion, or roll both balls of the feet, lifting the heels. And then slowly let the heels lower down. 2 more like that. Rolling to the balls of the feet. Lifting through that center line of your body. And then heels come down. Good. 1 more nice little exercise of the legs, the calves, the balance, the focus. And then the heel comes down. Good. Now, just because we did that, I want to do one other little stretch. It's a really nice calf stretch. So bring the hands down. Have one foot go forward a little bit. And then we're going to lift the toes on that front foot. And we're going to bend the knee a little bit on the back. And just kind of sit back a little bit. You'll get a nice stretch into that calf, the back of that right leg. Good. Take another breath there. Perfect. And then slowly bring that foot down. We're just going to switch, coming to the other side. So the opposite leg is up in front and lifting the toes, bending the back knee. Get a nice little stretch up the back of that calf. It's subtle. You might not feel it if your calves are not tight. I feel it. My calves are tight. I feel it in both calves. Good. 1 more breath. Perfect. And then slowly coming back up. Nice standing. And we're going to make our way back to that seat. And the time went flying by today. Good. I don't know where it went. So finding your way back to your seat should feel good. So I want to come into a couple of leg stretches. And as we do, we're going to start with this right leg. And just take it out in front. You can start actually with whatever leg you feel like. Turn the toes up to the sky. Extend that leg long. And then just bring the hands down to the opposite leg. This is, again, that calf stretch, but also it takes it further up the leg into the hamstring. So let the hands come down onto the knee. Fold forward a little bit. And then exhale as you find some length up the back of that right leg. And I've said before, you can always take the hands to that right leg and kind of slide down it. Don't hang out on the knee, but I do encourage most of us to keep that a little higher on that, the hands on that bent knee. You're still going to get the nice stretch. Good. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Perfect. Lift the belly button in to come up. Nice. From here, slide this right leg in. Lift it up or keep it on the earth. And just get a nice, as you draw it in to our chest, and just feel the heart opening. And again, you can always just kind of draw it in a little bit, whatever feels right. Sitting tall here. And then take this ankle possibly over the knees. We come into that number 4, that seated pigeon that we always do. Or ankle over ankle, same thing, just a little more protective of that hip. Take your breath. And 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath here, just sitting tall. And then you might fold forward a little bit. So again, this is up to you, depending on your hip. Maybe the forearm comes down. Rock a little bit side to side. Ever so subtle and gentle. I don't know about you guys, but if I have 5 dogs in this house and a cat, and I only have one dog here, it does give me the impression that they are up to no good, right? They're like found something and they're like chewing on it in the other room. Probably my favorite sneakers. They are definitely not up to anything good right now, I can tell you. Except this little angel here. Good, one more breath. Beautiful, and then slowly coming back up. And just bring this foot, this right foot back onto the earth. A nice little rock. Yeah, should feel nice. And then coming to the other side, that left leg, drawing it in if you like, or keeping it down on the earth. A little angel. Good. Yeah, and as you draw it in, just sit tall, relax the shoulders. Just take a moment there, a nice stretch. Perfect, one more breath. And then slow, coming into that seated pigeon, so that ankle can cross over the knee or ankle over ankle. So again, pick what's right for you. Yeah, let this knee open up, sit tall. Just breathe here for a few breaths. Good, one more breath. Beautiful, and then maybe you lean in a little bit. Maybe that forearm comes down. Hi, Shelby. What are you guys up to? You guys aren't up to anything. You guys are not up to anything naughty, are you? Are you? So just take another breath here. Feels really good today. And then slowly coming up, placing this foot onto the earth, and just giving that hip, that knee, a nice little rock. Now, from here, we're just going to take another round of those cat-cows, really gentle, really just sort of letting all that work that we did of the arms and the shoulders and the waist and the standing poses, and just letting that cow and cat just kind of let it spread, all that goodness spread into the body. So just take a nice inhale as you lift to your cow, and then exhale as you round into that cat. Good. Again, inhale into that cow, lifting your chest, opening up that heart. And exhale, rounding into your spine. Good. And then from here, one more round, lifting your chest, opening up into that cow. And then rounding into that cat. Perfect. And then again, sitting tall here. We're going to come into our final pose. And if you do, say you have some blocks, or if you have a stack of books, you might use them here. You might place that block down, or two, depending on what feels right. The higher you go with the stack, the deeper this stretch is going to be. This pose is called Baddha Konasana. I'm going to do one block just because that encourages you guys to do as well. Soles of the feet onto the earth, sitting tall, and again, this can be done in a bed as well, or laying down. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet towards each other. Maybe they touch, don't force it if they don't. These knees open out to the side. So again, if you're laying in a bed or on the floor, this will be much deeper, so you may want to slide pillows or blocks underneath the knees. Just relax into it. Excuse me. Let the shoulders melt. And just pause here. Taking a few soft breaths. Yourself release and relax. Openness of your heart. Letting yourself breathe into the shape into your day, into your practice. And just feel the inhales rise up. And the exhales as they softly release. Staying just a few more rounds here. One more round. Beautiful. Bring the hands to the outside of the knees. And just softly bring the knees together. Soles of the feet onto the earth. Sit nice and tall. And just one gentle twist here. So we've done that cat-cow for balance. And just taking that right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Just a little gentle twist. Doesn't need to be big. Take your breath nice and soft. And then coming back through the center, other side. Taking that twist just nice and soft. And again. And coming back through to center. And as we make our way into Shavasana, you can stay in your chair, you might slide back, or you might find your way onto your sofa, another much more comfortable chair. You might find your way to the bed, or you might lay down on the floor if I didn't say that already. Another option of laying on the floor is to take your backs of your calves and place them up on the chair. Whatever it is for you, you can take the whole last part of this practice, a few minutes there and close there as well. So whatever feels right. I'm going to stay in the chair. Just sit back into your chair if you're there. And just allow your body to be supported. So wherever you are, or if you're getting settled in a new spot, just let that happen. Let the body release. Just notice how you feel. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the thoughts. Just breathing in, and breathing out. Feeling a sense of calm inside of you, but also positive energy running through you. Stay with that. Just let yourself go. Be at peace, be at ease. Allow yourself to just drop in. Planting the seed for this day. And slowly, just bringing your hands to your heart center. Just bowing in. They're all coming. Bowing into your heart. And just feeling the goodness, right? Peace, gratitude, even joy in your heart. Take that with you for this day. Take a nice inhale as you lift your head. Exhale out through your mouth. And inhale Inhale together for Om. As we bow to all the goodness inside of me, inside of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. Lovely practice. I hope you enjoy this day. Let me know if you're enjoying the classes and if I can offer you any different practices as well. I'm so excited, but Optimum is coming and installing all new stuff at our house on Sunday, they say. So hopefully next week I will be a little more calm and I'll have less disruptions with my classes. And I don't think you guys have been disrupted, but I know that a bunch of my other classes had, and it can wear on you with all the effort. So love you all to pieces, and stay well, stay peaceful, stay healthy.